Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest Minty Reacts, and we are here for the next episode and the finale of Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Season 2, episode number 26, Avengers Assemble. It's pretty cool, because this has been a really fun series to react to, go back and watch, because I had watched Season 1, as I have said before, Season 1 as a child, growing up, watching with my dad, and we have, like, the DVDs of Season 1, but I never watched Season 2. I had never gotten around to watching it. I had heard some stuff that happened in Season 2 just because, flipping through Disney XD or whatever when it was on, and, just kind of, like, seeing it every once in a while, but then it got obviously canceled before Season 3, and then it was replaced by Avengers Assemble, which was, not the best series out there, but I'm really excited to see how they end the series, to see, like, did they end it as a way to, like, fully wrap up everything that was going on? Like, did they know ahead of time, like, hey, you're only gonna get 2 seasons, so, wrap it up as best you can? Or did they plan on Season 3 and we get, like, a cliffhanger type of thing here? I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see what they're going to be doing here. So let's just get into it, shall we? So in 3, 2, 1, let's get going.
Thinking. You ever stop to wonder how history will remember us? I never have.
I mean, Tony, Cap kind of already knows what that feels like.
Time I've heard you use the word history. That's because I've never been able to imagine the world without me in it.
Yeah.
Until recently.
Oh, Tony is coming to face to face with his morality. There's some CG looking rocks.
This is what I get for talking about being history.
Avengers, assemble.
We've got rocks. We've got a lot of rocks.
I am Terrax, herald to the Devourer. Prepare for the end of your world.
Okay, so
Galactus hungers.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so like I said in the previous episodes, like, it's probably Galactus, right? that they're having for the finale. It's probably Galactus. I wish they would have set him up a little bit better. Wish they would have done that. I know they had him in, like, 1 episode, but, whatever. Well. God. Wow, Tony just got messed up.
Watch out!
Watch out, we're getting our asses kicked. Also, Terrax, what happened to Silver Surfer? Or is he also going to come too at some point?
Wait,
the heck?
Is he ignoring us?
A mistake he will regret.
Yeah, I know. I've got this. Wasn't my best idea ever.
No, Tony, it was not. It was probably one of your stupider ideas.
I'm getting an emergency call from S.H.I.E.L.D. Whoever this is, he didn't come alone.
There are others. Okay.
Each of them is building some kind of machine.
Okay. Okay, so obviously all the elements. I can see that. That makes sense. This is Galactus. Yeah, this is the actual world ship.
Tis a vessel.
Okay, that's big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Are you kidding me? Are you saying that something is going to come out of that ship and actually eat the planet?
Yeah, probably. Close to it, actually.
For the job, Steve.
Hell yeah. Cap's the real leader of this team.
Jarvis, put out the call.
It's time to contact every person we've ever known in this entire series. It's time to bring them all back. We're getting the full band together. Including Hulk as well. Original team member coming back. See, now I wish they'd actually introduced more characters in the series. It would have been kind of cool if they actually introduced more Marvel characters and be like, hey, this is a cool, like, big team up of everyone. But we got some.
It's Mightiest Heroes, and I've called you together for one reason. The end of the world is here, and it's our job to stop it.
Well, just rip the band-aid off, right? Why don't you? These are some very strange team comps.
But today, we are all Avengers.
Good rousing speech there, Cap. Good Cap speech there, though. I will admit, it was a very good speech. Because yes, today you all are Avengers.
And there's no door. We need to proceed with caution.
That's the first time Reed has ever said that.
What's Galactus gonna do? Eat us more?
Hank, you're not wrong, I guess. So quick. Quick. Quake is cool. Quake is a really cool character.
Your master's not welcome here, Terex, and neither are you. War
Yeah.
machine!
Yeah, take it, Terex. You're getting blasted. Alright, this guy's just pure fire. Hulk just punching the fireballs because he's Hulk. Again, these are like the weirdest team comps to fight each of these heralds. Like, fastball special, nice. But like, why send the Thing after the water guy? Things rock.
Why did I have to be on the water team? I hate
Right.
water.
Right, why send Human Torch after the water guy? He's Human Torch.
Airwalker matches that of Terax.
Airwalker's a good name. That makes sense.
Presumably created by Galactus. They are not alive.
Okay, cool. Good. You can just go ham on him then. Just go straight ham on him.
He's saying
Oh.
that Galactus is so big we fit inside one of his wires.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm freaked out.
Yeah, I agree, Carol. I agree. I would be pretty freaked out about that as well. Galactus is big, basically. Galactus is real big.
Galactus.
Well, there he is. Yep, that's Galactus, all right.
They're dropping. He must need to replenish his energy to survive.
Enough talk.
Okay. That's intriguing. Did that work?
Mission accomplished.
It did not work. That did not work. Pim, I think you just made it worse, actually, probably.
Uh-oh.
Cool. Amazing. Hank, you probably just made it worse. Ooh, punched a nice hole in him.
You can defeat a Herald of Galactus.
We don't just believe, monster. We're doing it.
That's a good way of putting it, Cap. It's a great way of putting it. But again, it's weird that they have these element guys instead of having Silver Surfer. Because, like, he is the Herald of Galactus. It's Scott Lang. You can see him again, that's cool. I guess since we are seeing literally everybody, yeah. Just throw a big rock on him. That works too. Yeah, that works too, Hulk. Just do that. That also works, I guess. Just an RPG on it. Yeah, cool. Good job. Good job, Bucky. Good job. Come on, Johnny. Johnny? Come on. There we go. You're cocky enough to have the fire guy beat water. God!
Hawkeye, go!
Good job, Wasp. That was very deadly. Alright, that's 2 down. Oh god, now we have evil vision. Wow. Alright. I felt like he was the easiest one to take down. Like you didn't even need the other ones, you just needed Thor and Vision there and it just blew up. Wow, the Heralds of Galactus went down like chumps.
Glowing?
Yeah, here comes the big boy.
I think we just ticked him off.
Yeah, you did. Really? Can you just remotely rebuild them? Then why even bring the Heralds? You can just do this all yourself. Why bring the Heralds?
That's why he needed the Heralds. That doesn't matter now.
Why?
Oh, okay. That makes sense, Tony. That makes
It's
sense.
beginning. Galactus is devouring the planet.
Okay, well then stop Galactus then. Either blow up the world ship or stop Galactus. Feel like that's pretty self-explanatory what you need to do now. I mean, he's just standing there, menacingly. I mean, I agree with Carol, just fight him. See? You made him step back. That's a big move there. He's probably not used to that.
Antimatter particles.
Okay.
Galactus is literally consuming the planet.
Yes, we know this.
Stop. Back up. Did you say antimatter?
Negative zone?
Negative zone.
Is full of antimatter energy.
It's just all antimatter.
You, me, and Hank once created a portal to the negative
So yeah, just do that.
We've got 3 minutes to do it again.
That's plenty of time, you know? That is plenty of time to also not have Hank there. Actually, no, Hank is there. Never mind. That's plenty of time. Also, damn, Carol. She just absorbed all the energy. Just all of it. Alright, so to Galactus, but you know, we're not gonna talk about that.
Why aren't you freaking out?
Because I can hear it.
Hear what?
Thunder.
And that means Thor. Never doubt Thor. He'll find some way to just kick some ass. They really did make Thor, like, so badass in this series.
But today, above all things, I am an Avenger.
Hell
this
yeah.
world is under my protection.
Hell yeah, Thor. Hell yeah.
Now's the time.
We're on it.
We weakened him for you.
Everyone out from under the ship. Things are about to get messy.
We're about to do some weird science bullshit right now. We're gonna hope to God it works. Man, I hope their plan worked. It's certainly something. The hell? I mean, I understand you just opened up a wormhole to the negative zone, but what the hell?
And key it to the cosmic power that Galactus is putting off.
Sure.
Actually pulling him in. We're not just kicking him off the planet. We're kicking him out of the universe.
Nice. That felt very easy. That felt like an incredibly easy plan. Okay. Well, that seemed like a very easy way to beat Galactus. like they had harder times beating, like, Graviton than they did Galactus.
So Galactus won't need to feed on planets. The entire universe is filled with residual antimatter energy.
There we go.
Feeding on the infinite universe itself.
There we go. Cool. You gave him a buffet. Good job.
Well, here's your answer.
Yeah. The Avengers. They're Earth's mightiest heroes. Hey, it's the opening. There it is. It's the opening of the show. Well, that was fun. That was a very cool finale. I feel like it's just kind of like an unfortunate thing, given the fact that it is the finale of the show. But it did feel a little bit just, you know, a little bit rushed. like they beat Galactus very easily. For him to beat Galactus, they beat him incredibly easily. But you know, if you're not gonna get a season 3, you're like, screw it. Let's just throw Galactus into the very end, just have him beaten in like 10 minutes. Because like the worst part of it was like they had to fight against the Heralds first, and the Heralds took the first like 15 minutes of the episode. And the episode's only 22 minutes long, so it's like, alright, well, we're dealing with Galactus in the last, like, 6 minutes of the episode. So it's like, okay. But I did like how they brought back all the other characters that we had met so far in the series. That was cool. All the other hero characters, like, that was cool. Like, you know, seeing Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Black Widow came back again, Winter Soldier, you know, the Fantastic Four actually being cool this time. That was cool seeing them. So like, it was cool seeing all of the other characters coming back. Wolverine again. We're gonna see Wolverine. It was cool seeing all of them, just like, you know, to remind us all these characters we saw. Again, I wish we had gotten more characters throughout the whole series, but again, it was probably one of the situations of like, we weren't expecting to get canceled after 2 seasons, so we had a lot more characters planned. That was Nick Fury's entire... But also, we didn't see Nick Fury. We didn't see any of S.H.I.E.L.D. That feels weird. That feels very weird. We didn't see any of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, I feel like we should have seen S.H.I.E.L.D. in this episode. Like, we should have... Actually, we didn't see Mockingbird either. They brought back every character except for S.H.I.E.L.D. That's weird. Okay, so they didn't bring back every character. That's a bit weird. Like, yeah, then they just beat Galactus really easily. like I'm not as well versed in Galactus because he's like kind of a weirdly Fantastic Four villain, so like I'm not as well versed in Galactus, but I'm pretty sure Galactus shouldn't go down that easily. But I also did like how they brought back the idea of the negative zone from Prison 42 and, you know, Annihilus and everything. So like you can kind of have in your head cans like, okay, well now Annihilus is gonna fight Galactus at some point in there in the negative zone because he's like, you know, eating the antimatter that Annihilus kind of is like made out of. So like, you know, that could be something. But also Galactus is just kind of done with. They don't deal with him anymore. He's just like, I'm in an infinite universe of antimatter now. Yay! I'm just fully satiated from all time now. I was like, yay! He's like, good job. You just ended the world ender then. You just solved his problem. I feel like this could have been a great finale. And it also does give off the feeling that they didn't know it was going to be the finale until they were like in the very beginning stages of writing this episode, because like it really doesn't follow up at all from the previous episode with the Kree, other than like the mention of like, yeah, Cap, everything's seeming a lot tougher now with like the Kree and, you know, Kang and all that. It's like, okay, cool, you mentioned the stuff happened this season, but it didn't connect at all to the previous episodes. So it just felt like it was like, okay, cool, we gotta end the series. Galactus, biggest thing we got, because at this point Thanos wasn't really that big of an important deal, and Thanos would have been his own issue. Like they would have had to do his own, like their own issue with Thanos. That would have been really cool though. That would have been really cool if they actually did do a season 3. If they introduced like Thanos, or I think the original idea was like supposed to be like magic and more mutant stuff, so they're going to do like more stuff with the X-Men. They're going to do Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, you know, the magic stuff. I think that was the idea for season 3. I don't exactly know, but I feel like I've seen that in like YouTube videos elsewhere of people who like knew stuff that was like released or leaked or whatever. But that was still fun. It was still really fun. I think overall this series is a great, phenomenal Marvel series. So like, if you want to get somebody into Marvel, I feel like just in general, like if they're a brand new fan, if they haven't read comic books before, if they've like maybe seen like 1 or 2 of the MCU films or something, or they like have like a passing knowledge of Marvel, I feel like honestly this is a really great series to introduce them to the wider Marvel universe and to get them introduced to Marvel in general, because all the characters are so well written. These are pretty much the perfect representations of these characters, like for the most part. Like by and large, they're probably the most perfect representations of all of these characters, and they're consistently great representations of these characters. There's maybe like 1 or 2 instances where you're like, okay, they kind of had to be rushing the writing there a little bit, but by and large, like these are perfect representations, I would feel like, of these characters, especially Captain America. Cap is perfection. Thor is great. Thor is consistently one of the best things in this entire series. Season 1 Hulk is phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love Janet in the series. Like Wasp is my favorite character from the whole series. Originally growing up, she was my favorite character. Now it's definitely Thor. It's definitely like Thor and Cap, 100% Thor and Cap. But like, you know, all these characters are pretty much the perfect representations of these characters. Even Carol, even Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, when she's actually introduced, feels like the perfect representation of Carol Danvers as well, which is even cooler. Like that's like a really cool thing. Vision's also great when we actually get him in there too. But yeah, so like I feel like the series as a whole is a great representation of Marvel, and it's a pretty nice, concise, short, unfortunately, introduction for somebody who wants to get into Marvel or whatever. So I definitely highly recommend watching this series as well for anybody who wants to get into the MCU, Marvel, whatever you want to call it at this point. Not MCU, but Marvel in general, or comic book shows. It's like this one and like Justice League Unlimited or Justice League, I feel like, are the best 2 representations of comic book shows. But either way, that's basically everything. So let me know down in the comments your story and your history with Marvel, with Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and this series in general. And also, just let me know what you would have wanted to see in season 3. Like, what would you have wanted to see in season 3 of this series if it got picked up for season 3? I know personally, I would have loved to see the magic stuff, like I already said. I would have loved to see Doctor Strange, definitely Scarlet Witch, especially if they did some stuff with Scarlet Witch and Vision, mutants in general, just anything from the X-Men, which I know we got a whole other series of them. We got Wolverine the X-Men, which is technically in universe. I gotta look that up again, but you know, love to see the mutants, love to have seen magic. Honestly, if they would have ever possibly done Ghost Rider, that would have been really cool to see Ghost Rider, but that kind of stuff. So let me know down in the comments below, what would you have wanted to see in the hypothetical season 3 of Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes? What storylines would you want to see there? And if you like this reaction and like this entire series as well of reactions, go ahead and leave a like on the video. It definitely does mean a lot, and it helps out in the end because it boosts everything up for the video to be seen on YouTube by everyone and the algorithm, I think. I don't know. Algorithm's weird. And if you want to see more from the channel as well after the series, if you like this series and want to see more from the channel, go ahead and subscribe as well. It's completely free, and it'll help out on our journey to 1,000 subscribers. At the time of this recording, we're only 5 away from 700, so that's pretty big. That's pretty big. So if you watch this video and you have not subscribed yet, and you want to be one of those 5 to get me to 700, that would be amazing, actually. That would be phenomenal. But you don't have to if you don't want to. And if you want to see more from the channel, and you actually like these videos, right over here is going to be a playlist of something else you can watch. It'll be something else from Marvel. You can go watch that too. And over here is going to be a video that YouTube recommends for you as well. Until next time, just stay avenging everyone, and I'll see you in the next series. Until then, peace, everyone. Peace.